Alright guys, what's up? So I am kicking off this month with, first of all, it's my birthday month. It's June. I'm a Cancer, June 22nd. So I'm kicking off this month with shadow work. All of my videos this month are going to be dedicated to shadow work. Like why it's important, why you need it, how it can help you, stuff like that. So I was just sitting with my son talking. He was talking to me. He brought up some things that made me kind of go on this like mental overthinking spiral, and it really made me start to think about myself and my subconscious mind, my subconscious or unconscious ways of being. And this is what brought me to the topic of shadow work, because I'm like, for me specifically, like I have so many things that are so many ways of being that I want to change and I want to fix and I want to improve. And I think that it's really, really important that people start to like understand their shadow, their unconscious mind and ways of being. And I feel like for me, I have tried to like avoid this for a really, really long time, because I just am a procrastinator. But anyway, and also just for me, getting into my routines and my spiritual practices have kind of been a little bit of a struggle. I think I've just kind of been in this loop. Like I said in my last video, my procrastination, stagnation video. Yeah. So watch that and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, but every once in a while I will kind of get reminded to get back into it. Like I need to get back into my spiritual practices. I need to get back into meditating, because I'm always thinking every single day, like, damn, I need to meditate. I need to get this mind together, because I am an overthinker. I'm suffering from anxiety right now, and it's okay because I'm not unaware of it, I guess. I feel like since I'm aware of it, then it's like, we'll deal with that. At least we know what's going on. But it kind of gives me some sense of, I guess, control, feeling like, okay, well, at least I know about it. Like at least I can understand these things about myself. Anyway, side note. But just this is all of these different things is just kind of what brought me back to shadow work. I think that for me, like I really need to get back into doing shadow work, because it's really, really helpful. Like it's really, really potent. Like when you can understand the different facets of you, and when you can really start to see all of the many different parts of you. Yes, I just said the same thing in a different way. But when you can really start to understand yourself, you can really make improvements and change and evolve. And I think for me, that has been a struggle. I don't want to say a struggle, but it's where my focus needs to be. And my focus is there. It's just the fact that, like I said, I'm an overthinker. So, but yeah, so you just need to get that shadow work done. You need to know what's going on with you. You need to really have a full understanding of who you are. Like I had to really understand what it means to know yourself. That's what it is. You need to know yourself. You need to put that on your forehead so you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you see that. You can remember. You need to know yourself. Because I feel like people who feel stuck or trapped or just like a victim in their life are the people that don't understand themselves, their triggers, what's stopping them, what's holding them back, and even if they do understand it, they don't know how to get past it. And I feel like when you start doing shadow work and when you start to look in your unconscious mind and your unconscious ways of being, that's when because you really need to start to deepen and strengthen the relationship that you have with yourself, because that is what is going to determine your life and all of your other relationships. So you need to understand who you are inside and out, because who you are is not the person that you see in the mirror. Who you are is the person that's inside, or the energy that's inside, how you feel, what you think about, your beliefs, your values, all of the intangible things is who you really are, the unseen. So when you are tapping into your unconscious, you are going into your unseen. Like I said, your thoughts. Because it's like you can think that you know yourself, but then, like, for example, you can think that you know yourself, right? But it's like, why do you keep on ignoring how you feel? Why do you keep on like being miserable? Why do you keep on being upset? Like why isn't like why do you keep complaining about the same things? Like, what's going on in your life? Why are you still complaining about it? Why haven't you done anything about it, basically? And then it's like it all boils down to you haven't done your shadow work. You haven't looked within to see, like, why are you, quote unquote, not quote unquote, why are you trapping yourself? Why are you like in your head so much? Or why are you holding yourself back? When you start doing shadow work, you can see that. You can start to see that, because all shadow work is you're bringing light to the dark. You're starting to become aware, aka light, of what is holding you back and what is blocking you from your success, from your growth, from your change, from your evolution. What is stopping you? When you start doing shadow work, you can start to see all of that. And there's no time period or time frame to be doing shadow work. This is a lifelong process, because human beings are complex. That's why I don't really like terms like multiple personalities or multiple personality disorder, all of these different things. Because it's like, first of all, think about it. Everything that we have been told about ourselves, about the world, has been distorted and changed in one way or another. And you just need to know that at this point. So why would the powers that be, and I don't like to use the word the powers that be, because baby, we the powers that be. But anyway, the powers that be, why would they want you to know the truth about how powerful your mind is? Why would they want you to understand how your mind truly works? Of course, they're going to tell you that having multiple personalities is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a normal thing. That's why you have things like parts work, and then you have something called internal family therapy systems. Because basically, in a nutshell, you have different aspects of you, aka different personalities in you. And that's not something to be ashamed of. That's not something to ignore because you feel like it's a bad thing. It's something to understand, because it's a part of knowing yourself. Because everything about this life and everything about this existence is about knowing yourself, sweetheart. So when you start to do shadow work, you start to know yourself. And that is the key, like I said, to moving forward, to elevating, to just being at peace. Just being able to go through life with a little bit more ease and a little bit more understanding. Because the mind is all. The universe is mental. So when your mind is, or better yet, when you are more connected to your mind, you have more connection to your power. you have more power in the world. And that's what you want. You want to feel powerful in your own life, in your own way. You don't want to feel weak or like a victim or like you're stuck. You want to feel like you are in power. You want to empower yourself by knowing yourself. Because you the God. You the power that be. So when you can understand that by doing your shadow work and really knowing yourself, that's when you start to elevate.